Want to make your text come alive? One word at a time? You're in the right place. This powerful effect is quick to learn and simple to master. Perfect for intros, titles, or any project, anywhere, anytime. Your creativity is your only limit. Hit subscribe and let's jump right in. You won't want to miss this tutorial. There are two ways that you can go about doing this. One is you can go in and right click and you can insert a new fusion composition. But in our case, I'm going to just select the media that we want on our timeline and drag it down. Why do it this way, you may ask? Well, I will show you in just a moment. It defaults at 5 seconds if it is an image or whatever the length of the video is. If you're using an image, you can increase or decrease the amount of time that it will show up on screen. So we're going to make this only like 4 seconds. From there, we're going to go into the Fusion page. Once in the Fusion page, you will see that you now have a media in, and that is showing you what it is that you're actually going to be displaying the words on top of. Sometimes it's good to show the words when you're doing text over the image to make sure that you get the colors right and the size correct. So that's why we chose to not do a Fusion composition and just drag the media into the Fusion directly. From here, we're going to take the text node and we're going to drag it into our composition and we're going to hook it to the media out. That creates a merge node. We're going to highlight the text and we're going to type in whatever it is that we want to put in for our title. We're going to change the font as needed or as you want. In this case, we're going to go with our Lato and we're going to take and change the color to whatever color you want. We're just going to leave this one white for now and we're going to increase the size. You can have it as a single line or you can do it as a double line. We're going to go with the double line effect for this just so that we can get it a little bit bigger. And once that is correct, that is all you need to do for this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to right click in our text node box and we're going to choose the follower and select that. With the follower selected, that now makes the modifiers active. We click on that. We're going to then go into our transform node. We're going to take and transform from characters to words. And with that selected, we now have the ability to work with just words. If you're doing just characters, you can work with just characters. We are now going to also, while we're here, we're going to make this animated. So we're going to take our size, we're going to take and move your playhead to where you want it. So in this case, we're going to move our playhead to about frame 20. We're going to make a keyframe for both X and the Y. And with those keyframes made, we're now going to take and drop our playhead on the keyframe at 0. So we're going to take and bring X all the way down to 0 and the Y all the way down to 0. If you were to play this back, you will see the words just kind of pop up, but they just kind of pop up all together. So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go over to our timing tab and we're going to change our delay to about 2 seconds. That will give us 2 seconds to get this onto our background. And now if you play this, you will see that they actually do pop up word by word. If they do not pop up all the way, you will need to decrease the delay and make it appear quicker. If you want it to appear longer, you can increase the delay, but you don't want to overshoot it because your video is only 4 seconds at this point. Now that the text is actually appearing on the screen and it looks pretty good, we're going to want to make it look a little smoother. So we're going to go over to the spline editor, and from there we're going to go down and we're going to highlight all of our keyframes. So we're going to just select text 1, which is what we were working with. We're going to increase the size to zoom to fit. And at that point, we're just going to highlight all of our keyframes. We're going to go in here and right click and we're going to set our ease to outback cubic. What that'll do is it'll give it a little bit of bounce. If you do not want the bounce, you just select out cubic. The outback cubic will be good. We can select that and bring it a little bit better. If you want this as default, you can just go in and play it and see how it looks. And you will see that it actually bounces and then reverts back to its normal. If you don't want it to bounce that much, then you will go back into your spline editor to decrease the bounce a little bit for the X, and we're going to decrease the bounce the exact amount for the Y. And now when we go back and play it, you can see that it actually does bounce less and it looks a little bit more fluid. So now if you want to give this a little bit more of a polished look, we're going to go over to our follower inspector. We're going to select settings and tools. We're going to then apply a motion blur. In the motion blur, you can adjust however you want. In this case, we're going to try 10, and then we're going to play that and see what it looks like with a motion blur of 10. If it is a little struggling for your computer, you can drop back the motion blur. And as you can see, the words are starting to blur a little bit as it is coming into the screen, which is what we wanted. So as the words come in, they are blurring, which is a good effect. Depending on what it is that you're actually doing, you can actually go in and you can take in the shading and you could give it some shading. You can give it some back shadow if you want. It is all up to you. Our case, we're just going to enable a little bit of red shading, and we're going to change the color to something, say like a light blue, and we're just going to say okay to that. So we're going to do a drop shadow in there, just a little black drop shadow, and that will be good enough for us for now. What you're going to look at is you're going to see now that when you play this back, that it is actually giving you the blue shading and you see the dark shade on the bottom. So now when this plays back, you can see that it is word by word animation. You got the dark drop shadow, you got the blue border. All of this is totally dependent on your likes and your video or animation. So hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe and see you in the next one.